Hey, welcome to this episode of Hot Golf. Hey, we're in the heart of Dublin, Ireland, courtesy of our good friends at Golf Vacations Ireland. Boy, they've set up a great trip for us. You know, we're gonna go to the Portmarnock golf course. We're gonna go to County Louth. And boy, I tell you what, you know, would it be right to come to Ireland without talking about the little magical drink, whether it be Jameson's Distillery or, of course, a good glass of Guinness Stout. So get ready to tee it up on this week of Hot Golf as we tour Ireland. All right, let's get this episode of Hot Golf started right. We're here at the County Louth Golf Club right outside of Dublin. Absolutely beautiful. We're going to go inside right now and talk to Mr. Michael Delaney. He is Secretary Manager. That's a fancy term for head poobah over here in Ireland. So let's head in. Hello. Right over that way, sir. Here we go. Wow. 1892, Michael. This course was designed, wasn't it?
This club was founded in 1892.
Isn't that something? Folks, we're now outside of Dublin, County Louth. Am I saying that correctly?
You are, yeah?
Yeah, not too bad.
No.
I got a little bit of Irish blood in me. Did you know that?
Okay.
Yeah, Dingle area.
Very good.
There's no cut
Lovely part of Ireland.
Yes, very good. Hey, Michael knows a little bit about the facility here because he is... Hey, what's the title you all use here? Secretary?
Secretary Manager.
Yeah, I like that title. It's very, very official.
Mm-hmm.
Very official. Michael runs things around here, as it were. The course is also known as Baltray because of the county. It's not the county, it's the city.
It's the village, yeah. Baltray is where it's located.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the courses in Ireland are like that. They're called, for instance, County Sligo, but it's at Ross's Point, so it's known as Ross's Point.
Yes, sir.
So if you said in Ireland, I'm going to play County Louth, they'd wonder where you were going.
There you
Baltray,
go.
Yeah.
They know it by Baltray.
Yeah.
Well, what you will find here at Baltray is an absolutely splendid design. Another links course, just absolutely beautiful. Michael, please give me your definition of what a true links course is.
Well, it's what you played today is pretty true. What the link between the sea and the land, and it was a sandy bank, obviously, and way back, they started building golf courses in these areas because it was dry and very suitable, and you know, the weather was suitable. The weather conditions, the sand was free draining and very suitable for golf.
Absolutely,
so that's
folks.
where it all started off.
And what you get a lot with the links courses is not severe undulations on the fairways, but basically, Michael, you put the turf down on the land the way it goes, and you get out there and play golf. You don't move any earth.
Well, you see, most links courses were just built, were just natural. It's just the way the land was lying, and that was it. And they only had wheelbarrows and shovels in those days, so no big JCBs to move earth around, and they're just as natural, you know, the ones that are 100, 200 years old. That's the way they were.
Absolutely beautiful, folks. And you see the moundings out on the golf course. You see the undulations on both the greens and fairways. Just magnificent. Of course, Michael, you're up against the what is it? The Irish Sea here?
Yeah, that's the Irish Sea.
Oh, it's beautiful. What is it? Number 14 that's up against it.
Yeah, right back there. Right back on the tee is right back there in the corner. Yeah.
It's absolutely gorgeous, folks. Now, what are your signature holes here? What are your favorite holes here to play?
Well, 14 and 15, I would say. You know. There are a couple of really good links holes. Like the 4th is a very short par 4, no bunkers on it. That's an excellent links hole. But the most spectacular hole is the 14th. The 14th is a very, very short par 4, but you can drive the green and you can take 6. You know. Yeah, because you can be right beside the green and take 6 too.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
You know, and it's a remarkable golf hole, really. And then you have it's followed up by that lovely par 3, you know, straight across the valley in between the mounds there, and it's, you know, they're 2 classic holes. And
you don't have a lot of bunkers here on the course, like 50 some?
Yeah, well, that's kind of a pretty typical Tom Simpson design. He wasn't into an awful lot of bunkering. He put them in strategic positions.
He really did, like 15 there.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the big one right in the way in 15.
Yeah. So he tended to go on that principle. So wherever the easiest shot was from was the most difficult place to get to. So that's where he put his bunkers.
Well, folks, let's get out on the course right now, take a look around at the splendid design outside of Dublin known as Beltray to the locals, yeah? Absolutely gorgeous. Get out there, play a couple of holes, and tee it up on Hot Golf. Hey, we're on number 4 here at County Louth, and boy, I tell you what, the mounds behind me really give you at home a good feel of what link-style golf is all about. You see all those mounds behind me with all the earth on them and all the grass and all the gorse sticking out? Well, those are sand mounds. And the pure definition of a links golf course, it's the land that links the beach to the land behind it. So the wind's blowing a little bit here today, County. So I'm going to take a 5-iron. Now it's 344 out there to the pin. But those mounds and trappings to the right really have me scared. So I know my old 5-iron, if I hit it right, puts me out there at about 185. Course management, children, is part of the game. So let's see what this is about. I know you big hitters at home are saying go for it. And I'll take that any day. Hey, we're on the hole number 14 right now. It's absolutely gorgeous, right beside the Irish Sea. Just tremendous, just very peaceful, very relaxing. But again, back to link style golf. You know, the sand dunes behind me are just incredible. They're all over the golf course. And of course, unlike the parkland courses in the United States, very flat, very even. They just lay the turf here right down on top of the surface. Nothing gets smoothed out. And so you get a lot of this. And that's what we've been facing all day long. All right, I got about 332 to the flag. 2-something to the fairway. A little bit to the right. But again, that stiff Irish wind just, I mean, I really tagged that ball without the wind coming in off the Irish Sea there. Probably would have been about 260. Instead, bang, the hand of God knocked it down at about 185. So, love links golf. Hey, you know, this second shot's going to be a little bit difficult. I mean, some of this stuff is pretty trampled down, but this is the kind of rough you find here in Ireland throughout the country. You've got gorse that is kind of thick and prickly. Then you've got grass galore, just really tough going. But the smart play would be to pitch this out to the right a little bit. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go over the hill. Just a beautiful shot if I can make it. Here we go. And that should be all right, a little bit long. And I'll take it, and it should be right in the fairway on the other side. All right, not too bad on the second shot. Third shot, heading in. And again, you really get a good look at the links style golf. I can't say enough about it. I really can't. I mean, we're so used to flat back at home, and this is just great. It takes the game to a whole different level. Just incredible. Trying to get over that ridge. And you could even see the ball just rolling like that. So hopefully we came out all right up there. See how I do? For Royal 4. That should roll pretty good. Kind of weak. But you definitely can see the undulations on the green. I mean, take a look at that. That is not flat. I mean, that's some work to read that baby. But they're true, they're fast, they're rolling fast on the stimp meter, and just, I love it. Okay. I wimped out on that last putt, but let's see what I can do to finish out. Oh, blew right by it. Let's see how I can hit on the way back. Maybe about 4 inches back. Little tappy tap tap, and in the hole goes the ball. Good ball, good ball. All right, I just love the par threes here. 152 yards to the hole, number 15, and the wind is still blowing off the Irish Sea. And also a little tribute to my good friend Dove Jones, a golf writer. She had a hole-in-one here a couple years ago, so I'll take out my imaginary flask. Boom, cheers, Dove Jones. So, all right, kids at home, 152 yards to the hole. A little wind up there, you can see the flag kicking, and again, one of those crazy undulated greens. And of course, well bunkered. You know, they don't use a lot of bunkers out here. There's about 50 of them or so, and you really don't need a lot of them with all the, you know, problems to the left and to the right. That's enough for any human mortal to deal with. So here we go. 1 for the money, 2 for the show. 3 to get ready. Go, cat, go. And that's up. And boy, if we get this on the hole, oh, yeah, that'll do it. See, my hands are going. You know, the Irish Sea is behind us now. It's absolutely gorgeous. So while you watch these commercials, I'm going to stare off into space. Actually, I got a bowl out there somewhere. Hey, who doesn't like a nice glass of Guinness? Well, certainly when you're in Ireland, you have to have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pints, and that's just in the first hour out every night. So behind me is the original brewery that Arthur Guinness brewed his first glass of Guinness in a long time ago, 1759. Currently it's a hotel, absolutely beautiful, 5-star facility right beside a roaring river, absolutely gorgeous. In a little while we're going to head up and see the Guinness Castle not too far away from here. Then later on we'll be taking a look at the Guinness Brewery. Hey, behind me is the Guinness Castle. One of the great descendants of the Guinness family lives here currently, Desmond Guinness. Rumor has it he enjoys a good pint on occasion. So let's head inside and see Desmond Guinness. Hey, right now we are visiting
Leaslip Castle.
And this gentleman will know, since he's owned it since 1958, Sir Desmond Guinness, descendant of the Guinness family. Brewers of the great stout, yeah, Mr. Guinness?
That's right, yeah.
Very good, very good.
And it used to be brewed in Leaslip.
Right here where we stand.
That was the first brewery started by Arthur Guinness, my forebear.
Very good. And what kind of guy was he? Was he a stern guy, or did he like to sample his own product?
He was a good businessman. He had a good head on him. And it's gone down in the family until about 1880 when it went public.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, my great-grandfather would be buying the shares back himself.
Now you came here to the castle, as we said, in 1958. What brought you here? Was it because the family history was here?
Well,
or?
my father lived just up the downstream from here at Knockmaroon, which gives onto the Phoenix Park in one direction, where your embassy is, and in the other direction it's the River Liffey, which is what this house is on.
Great for salmon fishing, trout fishing, the River Liffey?
Well, it used to be very good for salmon, and we are on the salmon leap here.
Yeah, yeah.
So, it's a Viking settlement, really, Leaslip. And German for salmon is lax, as you probably know. And that's what it means, salmon leap, literally.
Salmon Leap Castle.
Salmon Leap Castle.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so a little plug, company plug. What's the best part of drinking a big glass of Guinness? Is it?
When you're just watching it stand on the counter and you're thinking.
The anticipation of it, yeah?
Yes, that's
right.
it.
Well, you can anticipate, I'll drink. We each have our own loves.
In Ireland, they like the slow pint. They like to look at it and think about it. And in England, they've had to change the mechanism for pouring the stout because everyone is in such a rush. They've only got 5 minutes for lunch, and they want 2 of them to be drinking their pint.
No, I'd rather just take my time with it.
Well, all right. It's up to you.
I know it is. It's my pint. Thanks for having us into your home today.
It's a pleasure.
So much. Good. You want to go down to the pub and get one?
I would.
All right. Well, you wait here. I'll go get one. Mr. Guinness, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Why do you all use the toucan in all your advertising? The bird.
Some advertiser. See, first of all, we never used to advertise. I mean, we felt that was very infra-dig. And then we were losing out because people drinking stout were getting older and older and older, and one day they were all going to die out, and then where would we be? So we changed the policy, and we got some very clever English advertisers and artists, and they invented the toucan. I don't know exactly which one of them.
Right. Yeah, and you've always used that in your ad campaign.
And there was a poem, which I can't recite, but it goes, something, only two can do, you know. I mean, it was rubbish. Whether it sold the stout or not, I don't know. It probably didn't. But we were stuck with it, and it's still going, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, sure. I always thought if you drank enough Guinness, you'd see them. Floating about.
That's probably true.
Hey, it's time for this week's Golf Vacations Ireland golf tip. Look at this guy, Joey Parcell, head pro at the Portmarnock Golf Club. Well, it's actually a links course in Ireland. Hey, Joe, you want to knock that off and give us a tip?
All right.
What are we doing this week?
I think we should be very careful in weather like this, particularly teach you guys how to play the wind shot, which is keep it low under the wind. And I think to achieve that, quite a few golfers try to make too big a golf swing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's so important that they learn how to control the golf club by just gripping it down maybe an inch and a half down at the end of the butt.
Yep.
Right? Controlling the length of the swing so that it only reaches shoulder high.
Okay.
And have quite a nice flat follow through, so the club head is on the ball for quite a long time.
Very good, very good. So if you're playing a link style golf course, it's real simple. Choke down a little bit.
Yeah. Good grip.
Half swing.
Rotate till the club gets halfway. Rotate through and make sure your follow through is nice and flat. So you keep the club on the ball for a long time.
There you go. That's this week's Golf Vacations Ireland tip of the week. Hey, how do you like that thing behind me for a T sign ball? Isn't it? That's no, it's another castle, of course. Hey, we're here at the Carton House Golf Course, and well, what do you call that, Graham? That thing with the hotels? Is that a castle, a mansion? What is that thing?
It's a hotel, in fact.
Yeah. Inside of a castle mansion. Just beautiful.
It's an old house that has been built around, kind of kept the same features going, to suit the area.
Very good.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Hey, Graham's a member here at Carton House, one of the most distinguished golf courses around Dublin, Mammoth, Ireland right now. We're playing a kind of a Ryder Cup team match today. Me being the loudmouth American, I've assumed the position of a Portuguese person from Portugal. You know, we got a couple of Americans we met out here on the golf course. Dr. Dave from Rochester and his buddy Brian the Great, we call him, because he's been smoking every hole. How are you guys finding Ireland so far, Dave?
It's great. It's great. The golf is beautiful. The weather is beautiful. Outstanding.
What's your favorite part so far?
The golf, being with friends.
There you go. Brian?
Fabulous
Well,
time.
first of all, Brian's a golf nut. I mean, he's played Torrey Pines. He is dead on serious about his game, and he loves it.
And he's good.
And he's good on top of every forward. Brian, you've been to Ireland before, yeah?
Once on my honeymoon 21 years ago, but only got one round of golf in. So this is a fabulous time. Fabulous time. I'm particularly enjoying the beer. Plenty of that.
Yeah.
And probably the highlight so far is my worthy competitor here, Graham Millington.
Yeah, they've got a match going on for sure. So we're gonna check out there's two courses here at Carton House. The first one we're on today is the Amira course.
That's
yeah?
right, yeah.
A little bit easier, the two courses.
I actually find this track harder.
You
believe
do?
it or not, yeah. Because the trouble is set up perfectly off the tee. You know, you try and carry it and you don't, you're in trouble.
The trouble is set up perfectly. Spoken like a true Irishman, no doubt about it. Then, of course, the other course here on property, most Americans think it's just terribly difficult design, and that's designed by Monty himself.
That's right, yeah.
Colin Montgomery.
That's right.
Tell us a little bit about that track.
It's kind of a links style golf course with no water. Really tight and difficult. If you miss the fairway, you're in real trouble.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, look, let's take a look around the back nine here at the O'Mara course a little bit, and I'm back. I'm going to assume my Ryder Cup cap now, and excuse me, American man.
What's the score?
We're now at one of the most prestigious clubs, sites. Boy, I don't even know what to call Carton House because it is so incredible, Francis.
Yeah, I mean, we're very proud of it here. It's a fantastic place, 36-hole complex on Dublin's doorstep. The course you played today, the O'Meara golf course, designed by your two-time major winner Mark O'Meara.
Yeah.
It's kind of inland parkland course, gentle kind of rolling fairways, 3 beautiful water holes down at what we call Amen Corner.
Oh yeah, it really is. It is the Amen Corner of Ireland. Just gorgeous. And when you look at some of the trees down here, Francis, I mean, Lord only knows how long they've been here.
Yeah, I mean, the house dates back to 1739, and I'm sure the estate was here before that. So I mean, it's quite old, and probably older than America.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. And the house that Francis is referring to is the beautiful, what I would call a castle that's behind us. But actually, a long time ago, there was a cat who called that place home. Could you imagine calling that home? Of course, you also see on the property. What would you call the one what is that? A guard tower we see on the course?
Yeah, I mean, it's what we use as our symbol of Carton House. We use it as the logo. I mean, I just think I don't really know if it had any great significance. I think it was just there really as a feature, put there as a feature of the estate, just to kind of make it a little bit more picturesque in that.
Very good. So Francis, absolutely gorgeous, and certainly to have the names of O'Meara and Montgomery design these courses really speaks well of the property and how committed they were to building some championship courses here.
Absolutely. I mean, they've kind of never hidden that the Malhan family who were involved in the original project here wanted to kind of build 2 top-class courses, which we think they have. As we said, the Mark O'Meara and the Colin Montgomery. The Monties held the Irish Open for 2 years, 2005, 2000.